AlanCoxShow.com. Watch live there if you like. You can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app. I just sent out another batch of stickers, by the way. Anybody needs Alan Cox Show stickers, you can always just shoot me an email. If you're listening to the show, because it is a lot of bureau chiefs who want to hit me up for those, and that's completely fine. If you listen from out of state, tell me where you do that. I'm still putting together what will be our new digital bureau chief map. Ronnie listens in Statesville, North Carolina. Sean is in Littleton, Colorado. Mark is our bureau chief in Bayonne, New Jersey. And Barron is brand new in Scroggins, Texas. Guardians will play tonight here on MMS. It's an 8:10 start from Chicago. They play the White Sox tonight as we get into the last couple of weeks of the regular season. They'll be on the road to play Chicago and the Texas Rangers, and then they'll come back here for the last games against Tampa and the Kansas City Royals. As we, if you're a Cleveland sports fan, this is the best time of the year because it's baseball, it's football, it's almost basketball. So close. So close. People asking me if I will be at the Five Finger Death Punch show. I will not. But thank you for asking.
Bill, you did that story on Post Malone, and I've said before that you guys always pick up something like a couple days after the morning show. But this is supposed to be your gossip segment. This is not hot goss. This was talked about by the morning show. Your other segment is do better. So, Bill, do better.
I don't understand the connection.
I don't think he understands that we're separate shows. And
Right.
they didn't have the inside sources is where the goss comes in.
Right.
Bruh.
Inside sources.
Yeah, inside sources. That's where you get the goss. Yeah, people all over the country are talking about him falling.
Sources.
Right.
Only Perez Bilton got the hot goss that he looks like he smells and does.
That's right. Yeah, I never understand that when people go, "Oh, Rover talked about." Yeah, okay. I don't hear that show. I'm putting my own show together. One has nothing to do with the other.
And there's times when we talk about stuff before them because it happens.
Well, listen, like the guy in St. Louis, where everyone's talking about the dude in St. Louis, right? Because it's hilarious.
Don't talk about the Queen dying.
But we're not.
They might have mentioned it on the morning show.
Doogie and I are not comparing notes. If that's what you mean, I don't. I don't.
And they didn't have the hot goss that we had.
And by the way,
Post Malone.
Conversely, they don't know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not comparing notes. So
and there's so many shows where they'll rehash the same stuff throughout the entire show because people are listening at different times. Now we don't do that.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Ghostbag probably won't make another appearance today, but I said Ghostbag probably wouldn't make another appearance today, but then again, you never know because it's all off the cuff.
You never know, Poundcake. What's he? Well,
He's slowly putting his headphones on.
I got my headphones on now.
Take your
Sorry.
time. God damn it.
I was
Take your time.
putting in the winner's
There's no
information.
rush. No, don't worry about me. I'm just back here talking to you.
Well, I didn't think you were making another appearance today.
Take your time, Poundcake.
If you weren't thinking, you wouldn't have thought that.
If I wasn't thinking, I wouldn't have thought that. Yes, that's correct.
Take your time. Don't you worry about me. Ghostbag will do what Ghostbag gotta do. I'll float on, baby. Float on.
We all float on.
We all float on. What?
I'm saying you sound like a real hippie.
What the hell does that mean?
You
I'm
just
a bag. I'm a ghost bag.
You seem very chill.
I was chill until you were taking your goddamn sweet time putting your headphones back on.
I had a job to do. I'm sorry. I was filling out information.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to watching you do other things than work.
Oh, like what?
You know what?
I'm always
yes.
putting in work. Excuse you.
Yes. Sticky bastard. You know what I'm talking about.
Sticky bastard. I'm sticky.
Don't you play dumb with me, Poundcake.
Okay. I'm not playing dumb with you, Ghost.
Sneaky bastard.
Oh, come on. Hey, listen, while we're on the subject of our brethren in radio, and since I mentioned some of our bureau chiefs in New Jersey, because we have a lot of them, we have, I think, Bill is our bureau chief in South Jersey. He'll call in from time to time. We got Jackie in Paramus. Ashlyn is in Delanco, New Jersey. Larry's in Little Falls. We got them all throughout the Garden State. And there's a radio station there. It's an FM talk station. It's very similar to WMMS. It's called 101.5. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I've heard it when I've been in the tri-state area. And there are a couple of hosts who are in trouble because it's called New Jersey 101.5. And there are two hosts, Dennis Malloy and Judy Franco. And, they're out there trying to be controversial or whatever. The state of New Jersey has a Sikh man who is Attorney General. His name is Gurbir Gruel. He's a Sikh. And so his hair is very long and it's all up in a turban. And they took to calling him Turban Man on a regular basis. But Judy Franco also writes a local column for somebody. And these two are kind of taking some hits right now because she wrote a column, "Let's stop criminalizing teachers having sex with students in New Jersey." This is what they're planting their flag in.
Ooh.
What they're saying is, hey, if it's the age of consent, what's the issue? I assume they're looking at it strictly from a mathematical point of view and not from the point of view of like, well, she's still a teenager. A teacher or an administrator is in a dominant position over a student. There's a teacher in New Jersey who's 24 who had sex with a 17-year-old. She's a minor, but it's above the age of consent. And so these two hosts were saying, this is what the woman wrote. He's a red-blooded American male, and she's a red-blooded American female. Except for situations like these, a 17-year-old woman isn't ever considered a child. Now, none of that's false. But she says, but the law is the law. And just as many 17-year-old students can be seductresses, she said it's all silly. She thinks that if she's 17 and the guy's 24, they should absolutely change the law so that those two crazy kids can have sex in the state of New Jersey. And apparently a lot of people in New Jersey are not down with this.
But
the country's trying to take away...
Who's the groomers now?
Huh? What?
Who are the groomers now?
Right.
Also, why do they always throw in the red-blooded? Everyone's blood is the same color. Like, that is across the board. I don't get why that... Did that come from somewhere?
It's just jingoism. It's rah-rah.
But why?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't know. It's red and it's hot. Foreigner said it's hot-blooded. And they invited you to check it for yourself. Foreigner, you'll recall, they wanted you to do your own research. He was hot-blooded. He wanted you to check it and see.
But also...
I don't know if that involved taking a sample or what it was.
Wasn't Foreigner also trying to get somebody to tell them what love is?
Yes.
Yeah.
He goes, first of all, my blood's hot.
You do your research, but tell me what love is.
I don't even know what love is.
Mixed signals.
That's right. So this woman, one half of this show out there is...
Don't even tell me. Show me.
Let's stop treating these teacher-student liaisons as the worst criminal acts that ruin teachers' lives. I guess I would just... Listen, anybody can make an excuse for anything. And it's true. It's above the age of consent. So I guess if you think that it's worth at least getting into litigation for, if not going to jail... Just wait a year. Why don't you wait a year? Like every school had this scenario, right? We had a young teacher at my high school who was very clearly macking on like one of the sophomores or something, And to make matters worse, and I don't know how young he was, but compared to the 90-year-old nuns we had. This lay teacher, he was probably 30. I mean, he wasn't like fresh out of college. He was probably 30, young, good-looking dude. So obviously, all the girls thought he was super hot. There was one girl that he had eyes for, and vice versa. And so there were always rumors of something was going on, but nothing was ever really confirmed. And they ended up getting married.
Aww.
And having kids.
Aww.
Now, that might not be the norm. But, you know, for every, you got your married Kayla Turnos out there. I think she's dead now. Didn't Mary Kayla Turno pass away? But, you know, she went to jail and came out still in love with that dude. And I think they eventually split up. But, I mean, you know, she went to the mat. So anyway, these two, you can decide for yourself whether you think these people have a point. But they're taking a lot of heat right now because people are like Bill said, they're groomers. And they're trying to, we're in a country where right-wingers are trying to outlaw abortion, and these people think teachers should be having more sex with high school students.
Yeah, I really don't know.
That's a wild take.
That's
a wild
it's a
take.
strong
for them.
take for sure.
Yeah. So these hosts are going to bat for teachers to be banging students. By the way, thank you so much to whoever sent me. Jeremiah sent me this. It's the trailer for a movie from 1967 called Teenage Mother. Have you ever heard Teenage Mother?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Should I play?
Jeremiah sent me to this too.
Should I play this on the live stream or just air the audio?
Oh, I say play it on the live stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a 1967 movie. I guess that was supposed to be like an informational type. You know, like Reefer Madness was very anti-pot. This is like Reefer Madness, but for teenage mothers. And I remember how to do this.
Come on. You can do it. Push the thing up.
Up?
There you go.
There?
I can't see it from my... I don't see it on the switcher.
Oh. No, I have forgotten how to do it, okay. I think.
You got it on the right.
In a short period of time, yeah.
So go to those guys, yeah. And then
These guys.
hit the arrows up for whichever display.
Yep.
I think it's on display 2.
2. Right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but then, yeah. There it's going.
There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to play this for you. If you're watching the live stream, you'll see it. It's called Teenage Mother. This marks, by the way, the film debut.
Notice I didn't make fun of you for not knowing how to use the computer.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. He didn't Vic Faust me.
I didn't tell everybody that you completely blew it when trying to set it up.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You blew it! It was the film debut of Fred Willard, our dear friend, the late Fred Willard, and Earl Hindman. You know who Earl Hindman is? He was Wilson on Home Improvement.
Yeah.
These guys were in this. But this is a great trailer for him. And the best part of this, and you'll realize it immediately, is whoever narrated this, he's like from the Bronx or something. I don't know if he's the filmmaker himself and decided to save some money, but the narrator is dynamite. Teenage Mother.
You are about to see a short preview of the film that has been breaking box office records across the country. It is about a girl who
Which, by the way, not even remotely true. It wasn't breaking any box office records across the country.
No, it's like
making stuff up.
They're like forcing people to watch
That's
it.
right. You had to watch it in like high school health class or something.
all the way. It may very well be the most important film you will ever see. It will be presented as a special roadshow attraction. Only a select audience will be admitted.
Okay, so which is it, Alex Jones?
Yeah, I know, yeah. Only a select audience.
It's breaking records all over the country. Only select people get to see it.
Yeah. Now, this is, if you're watching this is my favorite, one of my favorite parts. There's so many great parts in it.
From the California Associated Press, children in the Petaluma School District were asked to bring in orange juice for all the girls between the ages of 12 and 14 who are pregnant. Parents are also asked to help out.
I don't know what the hell that means. Students are being asked to bring in orange juice for the girls who are pregnant between the ages of 12 and 14.
Help with their vitamin C.
They're really trying to load the deck in their favor by all these preteen pregnancies here.
It happens 250,000 times a year. Where is your daughter tonight? This is the story of a girl who wasn't careful.
Teenage mother means 9 months of trouble.
Now, he says that numerous times through the trailer, and I love it every time. Teenage mother.
It's also one of those things, like it's got the same music for like what were those like Mondo Topless type movies?
Russ Meyer movies, like Faster Pussycat,
Yeah.
Kill. Yeah. This girl's supposed to be 15, and just listen to the way he describes her.
This is 15-year-old Arlene Sue.
I know how to make all the boys hot.
You can't keep your hands off Arlene Sue. She was a real tease.
I'll be fine. I don't have to touch her.
You can't keep your hands off her. It's not her fault.
Who are you trying to
It's not your fault.
convince, man?
Yeah.
15, she knew about everything.
Yeah.
I'm a very healthy girl. You gotta put out if you're gonna get back.
Mm-hmm.
She was a real tease.
Yeah, you keep saying that, by the way. You couldn't resist that she was a teenage mother.
Well, stuff with me again, and I'll run you right off the track.
I do love that beehive hair, though.
Oh, it's great.
Bring
Let me
that
skip
back.
you ahead here.
I'm gonna give you the time of your life, baby.
For some reason, they want her to be sexy while she's eating a chicken wing. Why is she doing that?
All right, why are these dudes fighting?
She gets that's her brother fighting somebody else who wants to sleep with her.
Lead them on. She could be really sweet. But this time it didn't work. There was only one way she could trap the boy she really wanted.
Yeah.
I can get anyone.
Sorry, I'm on a delay watching it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So then she gets knocked up. And she has to go see the doctor.
Stay away from me.
One night, the whole gang got even.
Young lady, there is no such thing as being a little bit pregnant.
Are you sure?
I've been a doctor for 28 years.
I'm pregnant.
But they taught us that first day of medical school, by the way.
Got to get married.
Here we go.
Teenage mother means 9 months of trouble.
Yeah, teenage mother. Oh, I love that guy.
That's
I
fantastic.
love teenage mother. 9 months of trouble. Well, whatever. There you go. So thank you, Jeremiah, who sent me that. I had never seen that before, and it's very.
Look at this 15-year-old girl. You can't keep your hands off her.
Keep your hands
You
off
can
of
try
her.
and try, but because you have no self-control as a male, you just gotta get in there.
Yeah. I forget what I'm doing on this thing anyway.
Now you want to take you to the top.
What? Yeah.
Video capture.
Yeah, right there.
Instead of that one, then boom, boom, boom.
Hey, there I am. All right. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
Hey, let me talk to Mike, who is out there on the west coast of the state. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, Alan, hate the show.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, well, I got two things for you. First one, I wanted to mention to you that back in early August of 2021, they came out and they announced the Guardian schedule. It's already been discussed. They've already gone over it in multiple places. You don't need to keep talking about it on the air, okay?
I'm
Gee.
so sorry. I really apologize. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. The next one, though, I just think it's really disgusting what's going on here in this New Jersey sort of radio show and what's happening there. I think there's some conspiratorial aspect to this, some coordination. It just so happens that you start to touch on these very intense subjects when the known registered sex offender is not in the studio to properly put up a defense. But yeah, it's just disgusting the way they're treating these radio hosts. I think we need more people to stand up and be forward about putting up a line of defense and properly defending all our current and future sexual offenders.
Mm-hmm. Well, you bring up several good points, Mike. I think the last of which was about the Guardian schedule. So I appreciate that. I have one thing to say to you, Mike.
Teenage mother means 9 months of trouble.
9 months of trouble. And don't you forget it. All right, thank you, Mike. There's Mike who checks in with us.
Do you think the trouble stops when the baby's born?
I don't know what that means, but
I'm
I'm transfixed by that. Yeah. Teenage mother. I just like that guy. Let me take a break here. If you want to text for anything, 35192. You can watch live, AlanCoxShow.com. And wherever you are, you can drop us messages. Listen live on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7